This is the second video in our Introduction to CSS series. In the last video, we saw style embedded in the HTML file. Here's the example file. Lines 6 through 16 illustrate embedded CSS. Although the technique certainly works, the disadvantage is that we must embed style in every page of our site. So a better approach will be to create a style once, put it in an external file, and link that style to every page. So let's show how that is done. And let's go ahead and copy the body rule here. Let's open a new page, file new, and let's paste that. And we can go ahead and reduce the tab on that. We don't need all that indentation here. Now let's save that file. And let's put that in a new place. And let's call that color.css. Color.css. We have no type that refers to CSS, so we want to make sure we put color.css in the file name. And then save that. So here we have CSS in an external file. Let's go to a template file, and of course we always want to change the title of this, and this is going to illustrate external styles. Let's spell that correctly. External styles. And we have down in the body, and let's just put in a simple little paragraph. Okay, so we're external styles, simple web page to illustrate that. Oh, we forgot a very important aspect here. We need to link. We need to add a link tag. It has a relationship to a style sheet, and the reference for that sheet is the file that we created called color.css. Now the way this is written, it has to be in the same folder, and we use the hop5-3, and that's where we put our color.css. So we've got the link. Let's close that link with our angle brackets. Style sheet, color.css, simple example, that's the page. Okay, let's go ahead and save that and view it in the browser. And something did not work. So let's go back and see if we can figure out what happened. That was in the web 5. Here's our color. This was in the web app 5. Okay, so we didn't put it in the right folder. All right, so sometimes it's good to make a mistake so that we can realize that mistakes do happen and find out what went wrong. So I'm looking up here in the title area. I have web apps, web app 5, color.css. I did not put it in the same folder with my template file. Let's look at the title here. Web apps, web app 5, hop5-3. That's the final folder that I'm in. So let's go back to color here and save this again. File, save as. It's got to go into the same folder. Now there it is, color.css. There's our template file. All right, now, great. Go to our template and view it in the browser. Voila, there it is. All we did was change the background color by putting it into an external style sheet. We did something very simple. Actually, we did a good thing by demonstrating an error in where our file was placed. It has to be in the correct folder, and then we can reference it appropriately. So let's go back one more time and look at the source code. The important part here was the link statement. Let's turn on line numbers so again so I can reference it. So the link statement I added to the head section on line 6, and that's going to refer to my color.css file, and we know that we are in hop53. Now you can put it in any folder you want. You don't have to use the same file names that I did, same folder names that I did, but just realize it has to be in the same folder, whatever you name it. So color.css, and there's color.css in the same folder. And so when we look in the browser at the template, we get this result.